Welcome to Hot Rods and Cool Wheels in the NRV. This week's episode is brought to you by Collision Plus, a family-owned and operated automotive repair center for over 20 years.
This is a 1964 Chevrolet Corvette, 327 engine, 365 horsepower. I bought this car at the Bloomington, Illinois Corvette Show in 1988. It was a survivor car, meaning it was complete and all there, but it was certainly a 25, 26-year-old car. It needed a lot of work. I kept it for about 10 years and then decided that I was going to paint the car. And when I started stripping the paint off the body and getting it ready, I realized it's such an original car, it needed more attention. So one thing led to another, and before long the bare frame was sitting in my shop. So it's had a complete, as it's referred to in the industry, a frame-off restoration. The body was taken off the car, every nut, every bolt, every part. The more we got into the car, the more we realized how original it was. So each part was cleaned up, the glass bead machine, an assembly manual was purchased, the same type of manual that the original builders of the car would use on the assembly line, and it was put together as close as possible, like the day it was built in 1964. The silver interior with the silver exterior was extremely rare. There was only like 200 examples of that built. Like I said earlier, when we first thought about doing the work on the car, I was going to paint it red and put black interior in it. I always thought that was a great combination. But as I got into it, the originality just, it deemed it necessary to put it back exactly like it was. Some of the clips and the nuts and the bolts, the numbers on things like the transmission and the rear end and even the carburetor, the radiator supports, they were all matched to the car that you're seeing here with the right production date. So it makes it a very nice example of that year car. Well, it's a V8 engine, 327 cubic inches, and 365 horsepower. Quite a performance car in the day. The engine we took apart and found that the heads were totally original, had never been worked on. The machinist called me and wanted to know where I got such a set of heads. They were just literally perfect. We did a valve job on it and kept the same valves, put new springs in it. The engine was in such good shape when we took the bearing caps off and looked at the crankshaft, we just put it back together. The car only had 37,000 miles on it when I bought the car. And of course, when you're buying an old car and you're doing this work on these older cars, you never really know for sure. But looking at the engine, looking at the inside of the transmission, different parts of the car, have every reason to believe it's probably accurate, and it still has less than 40,000 miles on it.
Thanks for watching Hot Rods and Cool Wheels in the NRV, brought to you by Collision Plus. Please visit any of the 3 Collision Plus locations in Blacksburg and Christiansburg when you need car repairs or upgrades.